still glorifies the Omnissiah with its operation. I identify this as the safety system control altar. For our diversion to succeed, this blessed machine must be executed. And may its spirit forgive us. Forgive us, honored machine spirit. We are obligated to interrupt your work. Brute force. Cause the altar to overload. Pascal offers a short binary prayer, then enters command after command to set up a trap for the machine spirit inhabiting the altar. The code born out of the tech priest's tinkering causes the spirit to flutter confusedly in a snare of impossible commands, heat up the altar's circuit boards, and perish forever in the shower of sparks that burst forth from the melting wires. May we be granted the Omnissiah forgiveness for this act. I am registering a general shutdown of the security system. Okay, let's pick some goods. On our way to the main stuff. Thank you. You saw something. Oh, there it is. Thank you. Gunner. A grim-looking heretic walks up to you resolutely, blocking your path. As he studies your disguise with suspicion, you note that his left eye has two conjoined irises while his right eye has 4. I don't know you. Who are you and why haven't I met you before? Perhaps the master has blinded your eyes to trifles so that you may behold what is true? I'm new, was sent here to slaughter unbelievers, and I've only just finished. I don't know you either, you know. What's with all the questions? Are you the governor's spy? The cultist is taken aback and staggers backwards a little. Fear flashes in his mutated eyes. To the abyss with you. Go on, you merry way, brother. Attack priest's corpse. His throat slit. Sits upon a splendid command throne, laced with finely wrought motif for forcepath. Contorted expression of righteous anger is frozen on his face. A black blindfold covers his eyes. This is the Lumenodeacon's command throne. This is where the power unit actuation and shutdown litanies are recited from. The blessed Lumenodeacon himself has the honor of closing the circuit the motive force flows through. Kindly sit down on the throne and recite the litany. Pascal freezes and quietly whispers come from his box. Request denied. I am not authorized to sit upon the Lumenodeacon's command throne. Such an act would be considered as sacrilege. Saving the relic and your mentor justifies a minor infraction of the rules. Cast a scrutinizing glance at you, then nods reluctantly. Situation deemed an emergency. I request the Omnissiah's forgiveness for the transgressions about to be committed. The tech priest's body winces from the motive force discharge, but his vox begins to recite the sacred words of the litany as his fingers activate the command runes with precise, unhurried movements. I'm recording a successful activation of the power units. Let's zap those assholes. Nice. The zappening. Woo. The amount of stuff.
Embrace true power.
Casing chestplate. Armor deflection 2? But there is 0% of dodge and only 30% reduce? Yeah. That's not that good. Oh. I have turned everything off. There lurks a flaw of worship. The tech priest's body convulses. Faint, plaintive cracks of binary prayers come from his vox. As moments pass, the signal becomes less and less clear, as if something twisted and wrong were being added to it. Pascal studies the tech priest's face carefully. His vox system moans in a tragic vibrato. Subject unidentified. This is not the blessed Amarnath. Stranger, I request your name. How do you know my mentor's motto? Examine the tech priest. There are deep burns all over his flesh, and the skin around his augmentics is charred. Blasphemous spells have been carved into his sacred iron, forming unholy litanies of scrap code. It is amazing how robust this tech priest's life support system have proven to be in maintaining the spark of life in his grievously wounded body. Do you know him, Pascal? The subject has not been identified and has no record in my catalogue. Interrogation is impossible due to the subject's evident affective state of clouded consciousness. Who are you, servant of the Omnisire? The fire of the heart sent forth sparks. The name of this spark is Abel Huneman. The tech priest looks over at Pascal. For a brief moment his speech becomes clear. The echo of my call has reached you. Good. The iteration is at its end. The design is fulfilled. What design? What are you clocking? Calling yourself by my name? Was it you who summoned me to Rykat Minoris? What for? I categorically demand an answer. Pascal's voice rises to an intimidating howl, but the delirious tech priest does not seem to understand what he is saying. You came here because of him, after all. No, tech priest's weak voice grows stronger. He came because of himself. Myself? To redeem myself? To correct my mistake? Possibly, but how do you know? Really? You blew money on... There is a look of gentle condescension in Abel's eyes, strange given the circumstances. The hubris of the mind spurs him to build monuments of himself. Do not regret, for all is predetermined by the iteration. A devastating cough cuts him off, and you hear a clank of tearing metal from inside his chest. What design? An intention both bold and honorable, to open new gates for the waters of knowledge and comprehension. A plan written so that the righteous may follow. And trust in the great pattern of revelation and uniform progression toward it. Pascal's voice is trembling with elation? Elation? Those are his words. I have not heard them in so very long. You can talk once over, we get him out of here. A cold premonition rakes the heart. The probabilities are dark and frightening. Brother, I do not wish to gaze into them. But you have to. We are the flame of knowledge that drives the darkness away. Do not fear what is to come, brother. We are already here. Pascal is quickly inspecting Abel's wounds, paying no mind to the blood and sacred unguents staining his sleeves. His voice rasps smooth. Try to take down Tech Priest of his crucifix. As soon as you touch the Tech Priest's battered flesh, he shifts his gaze to you and says with sudden clarity, "Many sparks have gone out, but not all. The electric shepherds are alive. In the darkness, I heard the prayers. Find them, save them, recite the hymn of contact circuit restoration so that you may behold what is hidden." A blast of the motive force runs down the Tech Priest's body and his face contorts in a mocking grimace. Malformed binary code, repulsively jarring on the ears, pours out of his vox. Information archived to the effect that the circuit restoration hymn is the entrance password to Electro Priest's hiding place. Pascal responds with the dour hymns of a containment area. I note with great sorrow that the cultist ritual has been partially successful. My tech brother has been tainted by corruption. He is the grip of a schismical and an unholy imitation of a machine spirit. I request immediate activation of the exorcism protocol. Kibela gives Pascal a long look, her eyebrow raised in a silent question. Pascal responds with an equally long silence, then cracks. Thank you for your cooperation. Request denied. The Catechism demands that this act be performed by an authorized unit. I would rather leave him as he is. There must be a purpose to whatever ritual he has taken part in. And this is the moment I will go with Iconoclast, because I need this guy. Yeah. The possessed man responds with a burst of repulsive laughter. Every now and then a word or two of Gothic finds its way into the binary obscenities pouring out of his vox. In what seems to be the schismatical fantative forays into a language that is alien to it. What happened? His body convulses, his joints twist at unnatural angles, with the sound of bursting steel couplings. As the possessed man thrashes about, his internal augmentics emerge gradually through the hanging tatters of his flesh, as though an iron homunculus hidden inside the Tech Priests were trying to coast off the meat cocoon it no longer needed. Pascal's mechadendrite extends a thin drilling needle. Sacred unguent glistens on it. A code purification aria is heard as the needle sinks into the possessed tech priest's skull and touches his neural augmentic, forming an electric circuit with it. Extreme strain is visible on his face. Furious litanies pour out of his vox. Result: failure. Requesting assistance. Send a purifying charge of the motive force into the possessed man's body. May the machine god heal you. Succeeded. Undaunted. You grab one of the severed cables and press it into the tech priest's body, and the shock of formidable power shakes the possessed man. Machine oil gushes out of his mouth. His vox hisses deafeningly as the flow of the motive force burns the corruption in his sacred iron. The overload destroys some of the circuit boards of his neural augmentic, resets his code, and erases the schismatical from existence. The tech priest's eye rolls up and he loses consciousness, crushed, yet still alive and no longer in the thrall of corruption. With the utmost care, Pascal takes his body down from the mechanism and lay it on the floor. His stirring litanies of gratitude to the Omnissiah echoes through the hall. Rest, tech brother. You will come back for you when we have done our duty to the miraculous fusion reactor. Lord Captain, the Omnissiah commands a pious mind to strive towards uncovering the truth. Therefore, I will not stop until I find my mentor and understand his connection to this servant of the machine god. I request the privilege of joining your retinue as a rightful companion. I can offer to fulfill the duties of an engine seer on your ship in exchange for the right to follow you and conduct my own investigation. It is granted. He has endured the tech priest. Priest is still alive. Cool, cool, cool. You can be still alive. Can I go to the...
Mistress Cabela, you move with the utmost confidence in unfamiliar places.
Kabbalah?
And yet, until now, you've...
Okay, and... we still... Oh no. I still don't know what are the verses. But I will probably do it tomorrow or other time. For now, goodbye and thank you. Have a great night or day, whatever. Bye bye.